How to make Panaverse-dao website in Next.js with Tailwind CSS. Please watch Panaverse-dao website on Versal by clicking link given in the description and make plan to make the same having similar folders, components, routes and other coding files. This will be complete Next.js project with Tailwind CSS. Please watch full this video without skipping any important part to have full understanding to make website of Panaverse-dao. Understanding making structure and coding of different components will make you able to create more such websites. First of all, understand the structure of website Panaverse-dao we are going to create. Website will be consisting of different parts or sections like header, hero, core tracks, specialized tracks, program outcome, and footer. We will make these parts through different components in our components folder. Learn this through step-by-step method. Step 1. Create a folder in your laptop and open it in Visual Code Studio and write command in terminal npx create next app at latest. And press enter button on keyboard. I am writing this project's name as completed website Panaverse-dao. You can name it as you desire. Next.js project will be opened having routine files and folders directory. All options for selection of TypeScript, Tailwind CSS and others are opted as yes while in this creation of project. Step 2. Create a folder as components in src app directory and thereafter also create 3 subfolders namely layout, shared and widgets in components folder. We will keep complete structure of our website in these 3 subfolders in components folder. However, we will keep our header section in layout. Step 3. Create an assets folder in src app directory to keep all images to be used in this website. Please copy images from Panaverse-dao website at Versal and paste them in assets folder to be used in this website. Step 4. In shared folder, create a file with the name Wrapper.tsx. This is important file for styling and structure of website. Let me explain code in this file. The wrapper component serves as a container in React, designed to maintain a consistent layout across different pages of a website. Its primary purpose is to apply styling to its content, ensuring a standardized appearance. The component is implemented as a functional component, which means it's a reusable piece of code that can wrap around other elements or components. By centering its content on the screen using Tailwind CSS classes, the wrapper helps create a visually cohesive design. The children prop is a way to include dynamic content within the wrapper, allowing it to adapt to various page requirements. This makes it easier to manage the layout and styling across different parts of a web application. In essence, the wrapper simplifies the process of maintaining a uniform look and feel throughout the website by encapsulating styling logic in a reusable component. Step 5. In Layout folder, which is subfolder of Components folder, create a header.tsx component. Write code in it. Header.tsx component will be visible on all pages of websites. Let me explain the coding in header.tsx. The header component is responsible for creating the website's header section, which includes a logo and navigation elements. The component is wrapped in a header HTML tag and is set to be sticky at the top of the page, sticky top 0. This ensures that the header remains fixed at the top as the user scrolls, providing easy access to essential navigation. Within the wrapper component, the header is structured as a flex container. Flex justify between bg white py for item center. The justify between class places the logo on the left and the navigation items on the right, creating space between them. The bg white class gives the header a white background, and py4 adds padding to the top and bottom. The logo, represented by the image component from Next.js, is sourced from the @app assets images logo.png. It is essential for brand identity and is displayed with a fixed width and height of 100 pixels each. The navigation bar is implemented as an unordered list, UL, with flex properties, flex space x8 font medium. This creates a horizontal layout with evenly spaced navigation items. The navigation consists of 2 links, home and courses, each wrapped in a link component from Next.js. These links define the paths to home and courses, to navigate to corresponding pages within the website. In summary, the header component is designed to create a sticky header with a logo and navigation bar, contributing to a clean and user-friendly interface. Tailwind CSS classes are used for styling, providing a straightforward and responsive design for both the logo and navigation elements. Step 6. Modification of layout.tsx file. Besides the layout folder containing header.tsx, there will be a layout.tsx file which will define the structure for a common layout used across multiple pages of the website. The primary component in this layout is the header, which is imported from the specified path. The purpose of this layout is to ensure that the header is consistently displayed on all pages for a cohesive user experience. The layout is structured using an HTML-like format within a functional React component named rootLayout. The rootLayout function takes a prop named children, which represents the content specific to each page and is of type React.ReactNode. Within the rootLayout, the HTML document structure is initiated with an opening HTML tag specifying the language as English, HTML lang = en. The head tag is present but empty, indicating that additional head elements can be added dynamically based on specific page requirements. The body tag contains the main content of the layout. The header component is included at the beginning of the body, ensuring that it appears on every page. This is followed by the children placeholder, which represents the unique content of each individual page. Placing children here allows different pages to inject their specific content into the layout. In summary, the layout.tsx file defines a root layout for the website, importing the header component to ensure a consistent header across all pages. The structure is kept minimal, with the main focus on incorporating the header and accommodating dynamic content specific to each page. Step 7. Creation of button.tsx component in shared folder. The button.tsx component is a reusable React component that facilitates the creation of buttons with a consistent style throughout different sections of the website. It imports the essential React module and defines an interface, button props, specifying that the component expects a prop named text of type string. The component itself is declared as a functional component, utilizing the React.fc type. It takes the text prop and renders a button with predefined styling, including a blue background, white text, rounded corners, and padding. Additionally, the button features a hover effect with a slight scale increase and a shadow, providing visual feedback to users. The component is designed for ease of use and promotes code reusability by allowing dynamic content through the text prop. Ultimately, it is exported as the default export of the file, making it available for integration into various parts of the application. Step 8. Creation of hero.tsx component in widgets folder. The hero.tsx component serves as a prominent section at the top of a web page, often known as the hero section. It plays a crucial role in capturing the attention of visitors, introducing key information about the website or application. Let's explore the code and its purpose. Let me explain code in hero.tsx. The component begins with the import of required modules, including the wrapper for layout consistency, hero poster for hero section image, image for Next.js image optimization, button for a call to action button, and link for navigation. Within the component, a section element is utilized to define the hero section. The content is enclosed in a wrapper component, ensuring a standardized layout. The flex container with a combination of flex call, flex column, and MD, flex row for medium-sized screens and above, classes allows for responsive alignment of content. The left side of the hero section contains textual information, including the initiative's name, a bold title emphasizing the certification program, and detailed paragraphs explaining the Panaverse-dao program. The content is styled using various text and font classes from Tailwind CSS, providing consistent and visually appealing typography. A call to action button labeled Enroll Now is created using the button component, wrapped in a link from Next.js to redirect users to the enrollment page when clicked. When click on this button, browser will navigate to pic.org website for enrollment. On the right side of the hero section, an image is displayed using the image component, showcasing visual elements related to the program. The hero poster image is specified as the source, providing a visual representation of the content described on the left. In summary, the hero.tsx component is essential for creating an impactful and visually engaging hero section on a web page. It combines informative text, a call to action button, and visual elements to introduce and promote the certified Web 3.0 and Metaverse developer program, playing a pivotal role in attracting and informing visitors about the initiative. Step 9. Creation of quarterbox.tsx component in shared folder. The quarterbox.tsx component is a simple and reusable React component designed to create a box-like element with specific information. Let's go through the code and understand its purpose. The component starts with importing React and the FC, functional component, type from React. It also defines an interface iprops to specify the expected prop types for the component. The props include header, a string for the box header, description, a string for additional information, number, a number to be displayed in the box, and an optional have border prop, a boolean to determine if the box has a border. The component itself, quarterbox, is declared as a functional component that takes in the specified props. The have border prop is set to true by default if not provided. The JSX within the component creates a div with a combination of classes to style the box. The classes include rounded.md for rounded corners, flex1 to make it flexible, relative for positioning, and mb6md, mb0 for margin bottom responsiveness. Inside the box, there's an h4 element for the header, ap element for the description, and an absolute position div for displaying the number. The styling classes, such as font bold, text LG, MT2, etc., are from the Tailwind CSS framework and provide consistent styling for the components. The presence of the optional border is controlled by the have border prop. If have border is true, the border class is added to the box, creating a border around it. In summary, the quarterbox.tsx component is a versatile and reusable component for creating informative boxes with a header, description, and a displayed number. It allows developers to easily incorporate visually consistent and well-styled boxes into their applications by adjusting the provided props. Step 10. Creation of CodeCrafters.tsx component in widgets folder. The CodeCrafters.tsx component is responsible for displaying a section of the website that outlines the core courses within a program of studies. The logic of the component involves importing necessary modules, defining an array core track data containing information about each core course, and rendering the data dynamically using the quarterbox component. Let's break down the code. The component starts by importing React, along with other components such as wrapper, button, quarterbox, and link from Next.js. The core track data array contains objects, each representing a core course with properties such as header for the quarter number, description for the course details, and number for identifying the quarter. Within the component, a header variable is set to provide a title for the core courses. The JSX structure uses the wrapper component for layout consistency and includes various elements such as H4, H2, and P for text content. A button with an embedded link redirects users to learn more about the program on the PIAIC website. The core of the logic involves rendering the core course information dynamically. The CoreTrackData.map method is used to iterate over the array and create a quarterbox for each core course. The quarterbox component is provided with props such as header, description, and number based on the corresponding values from the array. The resulting layout is responsive, utilizing the flex and flexCallMD, flexRow classes to adjust the display based on screen size. The dynamically generated quarterbox components create informative boxes for each core course, maintaining a clean and organized presentation. In summary, the CoreTrackers.tsx component effectively presents information about core courses using dynamic rendering, providing users with details about each quarter of the program in a visually appealing and responsive. Step 11. Creation of Specialized Tracks.tsx component in widgets folder. The Specialized Tracks.tsx component is designed to showcase specialized tracks within a program of studies. The logic involves fetching and displaying data dynamically from an array of specializations. Let's delve into the code. The component starts by importing React and other necessary modules, including wrapper, arrow right icon for an arrow icon, quarter box for displaying quarter information, image and link from Next.js, and various images for each specialization. The array program's data is defined, containing information about different specializations, such as slug, header, description, image, and quarters. Each specialization has an associated image and two quarters with details like header, description, and number. The component, specialized tracks, is a functional component that utilizes React hooks, including useState for managing selected items and useEffect for logging selected items data. Within the component, a section is structured using the wrapper component. It includes a header, introducing the specialized track, and a paragraph describing the process of selecting specializations after completing the initial quarters. The content is divided into two sections, content left and content right. Content left consists of a sticky box displaying details about the selected specialization, including its header, description, and a Learn More link. Below, quarter information is displayed using the quarter box component. Content right displays a list of specializations as clickable items. The selected specializations data is dynamically updated, triggering a re-render when an item is clicked. Overall, the specialized tracks.tsx component demonstrates effective use of React hooks, dynamic data rendering, and responsive styling with Tailwind CSS. It provides a user-friendly interface for exploring and selecting specialized tracks within the educational program. Step 12. Creation of Program Outcode.tsx component in Widgets folder. The Program Outcome.tsx component is responsible for presenting the expected outcomes for participants of the program. The logic involves using the wrapper component for consistent layout, incorporating an image to visually represent the outcomes, and outlining key points in the form of a list. Let's break down the code. The component begins by importing the necessary modules, including wrapper, an image named outcome, an image from Next.js. Within the component, a section is created using the wrapper component to ensure a standardized layout. The section is divided into two main parts, the left side with an image and the right side with textual content. On the left side, an image is displayed using the image component. The image is specified with the source, outcome, alt text, and dimensions. On the right side, textual content is organized into a structured layout. It includes a bold heading, providing a clear title for the outcome section, and a paragraph describing the benefits for program graduates. The content emphasizes ownership of valuable products, global marketing opportunities by Panaverse-dao, and the chance to offer services at a rate of $50 per hour, contributing to financial stability and the growth of Pakistan's software exports. Below the textual content, a grid of points is presented, each consisting of an icon and a corresponding outcome point. The points are dynamically generated using the outcome points array, and the SVG icon represents a checkmark. This visually communicates the positive outcomes associated with program completion. In summary, the Program Outcome.tsx component effectively combines visual elements with informative content to convey the expected outcomes for participants. It emphasizes both the tangible products participants will own and the professional opportunities available, providing a comprehensive overview in a visually appealing and organized manner. Step 13. Footer component. The footer component of the Panaverse-dao website is crafted using Next.js's image and link components, along with a custom wrapper for stylistic consistency. Enclosed in a Flex container, the footer features a white background, top and bottom padding, and centers its content vertically. The logo, displayed through the image component, maintains a fixed size of 100 pixels. The navigation bar, styled as an unordered list, includes links to home and courses pages, enhancing user navigation. Overall, the footer component contributes to a cohesive and visually appealing design in the website's footer section. Step 14. Completing home page by importing components in it. In this home page, coded in TypeScript, page.tsx, various components are imported and assembled to create the main structure of the website. The import statements at the beginning of the code bring in the necessary components from their respective paths. These components include core tracks, hero, header, specialized tracks, program outcome, footer, and wrapper. The home function is the main component of this page and serves as the entry point for rendering content on the browser. The return statement includes a fragment, // to group multiple elements without adding an extra node to the HTML. Within the main tag, a wrapper component is employed, encapsulating the entire content of the page. This wrapper is essential for maintaining a consistent layout and styling across different sections of the website. The page structure follows a clear sequence. First, the hero component is rendered, presenting the introductory section of the website. Next, the core tracks component is imported and displayed, showcasing a specific section related to the website's core content. Following that, the specialized tracks component is included, presenting information on specialized tracks. The program outcome component is then rendered, providing details on the expected outcomes of the programs offered. Finally, the footer component is added to conclude the page with footer information. By structuring the page in this way, the code achieves a modular and organized layout, making it easier to manage and understand the different sections of the website. This approach enhances maintainability and scalability, allowing for easier updates and additions in the future. Step 15. Initialization of Panaverse-dao website. As a last step, npm run dev command will be written in the terminal to initialization of project in the browser. Congratulations, Panaverse-dao website have been completed. All links of page are working and navbar is sticky and does not move by scrolling page up and down. Step 16. Initializing the Panaverse-dao website. For the final step, execute the command npm run dev in the terminal to initiate the project in the browser. Congratulations, the Panaverse-dao website has now been successfully completed. All page links are operational, and the navigation bar remains sticky, seamlessly staying in place as you scroll through the page. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to see more such videos.